seriously. Kelly Francisco, what am I looking at here? What is all this contraption?
It's a 2008 US 700 stone splitter machine. It's the same machine as Virginia Tech uses to cut their Hokie stone. Ordered it from Minnesota. It's got 70 tons of cutting force and splits about 32 tons a day.
Why do you split your rock?
Well, it gives a nice color to it. You can see up the chimney on the house. It gives a nice color to it, nice color variation. You take and cut them. After you split them, you cut them with a chisel or use a sledgehammer and a rifter like the old style way, which we still do. But this just speeds up the process of getting the stone split and speeds the job up too, so we can make the job go faster and a prettier, nicer job.
Give me a rough idea of what a machine like that would cost.
Well, I paid $46,000 for this machine in 2008. In 1949, a machine like this was $3,200 in 1949. But this one, the way it's engineered, the way it's made, it's a very good machine, the way it's well built. It's probably one of the best stone splitters on the market. But it's a lot better machine because it produces faster and it's simple.
How long you been doing stonework?
22 years.
I've seen you somewhere before, maybe around a stone chicken house.
I believe I was there having a few beers with you.
There you go. How's Joe doing these days?
Joe's doing okay, drinking Jim Beam.
Good, good, good. All right, well, let's see some work.
Okay, let's see. Let's cut it up and let's get going on it. The only thing this machine needs is an engine. shot, which the engine has about 1,500 hours on it. If they fall apart on the side, these are for Charles.
All right, I know you.
There goes. Got it. nice big blocks out of it. Take the stone, tilt it up on end. See, this machine is a 14-inch thick opening. So, come in here with this rock here, get those chisels down. Lock's really good on there, lock it up. Then, two beautiful pieces of stone. You can set them on a case wall. Do some beautiful fireplaces. Those, in particular, have a lot of yelling. I have Timmy, my brother, and Celine here. Celine's been with me for 6 years and been doing really good. He's a hard worker. So is Timmy, my brother right there. Worked all his life. You know, you worked with him.
I have.
Worked many a times with Timmy. Hard work, isn't it?
When the sky da 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 when the sky da 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 da
I got this one trial and hold, and this one right here is I believe $140 for this hammer here. It's got the carbide tip insert, and this one was $118, which is a rock pick they call it, but all it is a Vaughan brick hammer with a carbide tip and a carbide tip right here in the end. I got tired of having steel all on my hands and stuff. If you take a magnet right here in my hand, I can take and show you. You pull the steel up about that high on my finger, on my hand, I took and had a piece of steel fly through there. So I'll show you here in a little bit the steel trick. I was cutting with a hammer, the whole chunk of the hammer flew off. Well, the chisel actually flew off in my hand and went through the vein of my hand. But that's why I get carbide tip hammers and chisels, because they don't steel, but went through the vein right there and they left it in there, and I got a piece of steel in my head, a piece of steel right here in my leg. Got a piece of steel, see, I got a piece of steel in my knuckle. Got about 5 pieces of steel in me, so it's not an easy life. But anyway, I'll show you the steel here shortly. We're gonna cut these few rock and we'll go ahead and get started.
Now we've met Kelly. We've had Kelly on the show before helping with a stone chicken house, but I've done some work with you back in the day.
Yeah, back in the early 90s.
And you are Timmy,
yep,
Kelly's brother.
Yes.
Now, how long you been in stonework? All your life too?
Since I was about 10.
About 10.
Yeah.
And what do you think of the splitting and stacking? I think the smoke's starting to bother you, isn't it?
Well, the rings are burned out. I think it's got to get a new engine. It's a little smoky, but it's got to work around it, do the best you can. Grab 3 or 4 real quick and take a breath of air, and go back and grab 3 or 4 more.
There you go.
But
now you also collect arrowheads, is that right?
Oh yeah, I found thousands of them in the mountains and fields and hunted them and you name it through the past, and still find them, and I always look. I always usually find something pretty much the time.
Good. And I guess that goes hand in hand, looking for rocks. You come across arrowheads too.
I do always look when I go to the mountains. I find parts of bowls and beads and just anything, things that was worked on they never used, that they just chucked to the side, and it was worked on though, and pretty much sometimes nice arrowheads all the time, you know, here and there. It just depends.
Good. Well, here in a little bit you're probably going to be ready for a cold beer.
Yeah, I kind of want one right now.
You deserve one.
Well, it ain't deserved one. It kind of tastes good after working like this.
Thank you. Well, it's good coming out and seeing you again.
It's good seeing you, buddy. It's been a long time.
How do you say that?
Honduras.
Celine?
Yeah.
Do you speak English?
Poquito.
Where are you from?
Honduras.
Honduras.
Yeah.
How do you get mixed up with these characters?
Yeah, CJR, the work, Kelly, Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find him or did he find you?
Fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the work?
You like it?
Good.
You like it?
You did well. That's a lot of lifting.
Yeah.
Now, Kelly, this when I look over here, this looks sort of like the machine you're working with, but older. Is this an old version?
This is a 1949 Vesper guillotine cutter. Used to be Marstell's old machine. To split like the granite and the Indiana limestone, the pieces that come in. It come out of Glensdale, California in 1949 on a rail car. And in 1949, we got the original bill of sale to it. Our dad bought it, which was Larry Francisco bought it. He bought it from Dudley Marstella for, I believe it was for $3,000 he bought it for. I'm not really sure, but I know that in 1949 it was $3,250. And the machine, I had it redone, the cylinder head by Salem Hydraulics, and had it fixed, but it's still in operation. The only thing it needs is it needs blades. See, if you see this, it's kind of looking for a hornet's nest. But
or a copperhead.
Yeah, a copperhead. But see, the head pivots right there to the stone. And I've got 3 hernias. I mean, Salim and Timmy are picking a lot of rock up. I still pick up all the rock too, just like that. But I used to feed about 20 tons a day on the other side. It's got the lever. We can walk around and look at it. But I'd hold them on my hip and hold them and feed them through here and run the lever. But it was killing me. I've got a hiatal hernia, a hernia there, and a hernia on my side. So I took and bought this machine. But the Park machine, which is out of Minnesota, is the same as the Vesper machine, except Vesper went out of business in like 1950s.
All right. And when we the machine was running over there, when you were talking about the chisels, about how many chisels are going across that?
I believe altogether it's about 32 chisels in the whole machine. I think it's or it might be 36. I think it's 18 and 18 chisels.
And what's a chisel cost?
Chisels are $180 a piece. The carbide tip inserts are I think like $55 a piece. Then you got to take and have them taken out and silver soldered back in, which is another $20 a piece. So to fix each chisel, you're looking right around $75, $80 a chisel. Okay. So it's a really good machine. Like I said, it's the production of this machine, except it's many years later. The same patent.
Good. And Timmy, me and you were talking over in the driveway a few minutes ago, and I had another question for you. We got talking about stonework years ago, and when me and you did a little bit together, it was $7, $8 a square foot was how it's priced. Now here we are in what, 2000, almost 2014, 2013. What's it going for now?
Walls back then was 7, 8. You're lucky if you got 8 for contractors or anything. Now they're going about 11, about 12, 13, usually 12.
Very good. And that, I think a bag of cement back when I was doing it was about $5. What is it now?
It was 6 and 7 back then. Now it's like 10 to 11.
Where are you getting your 10 to 11 for a bag? Where are you getting your sand these days?
Corey, Rocky Dale, Summit Pine Ridge, here and there, just different places, nurseries.
Very good. And I'm not going to ask you where you're getting your stone, because that's a top secret with stonemasons. Now,
right.
you can tell me off camera later, because I'll keep your secret, but I always admired how stonemasons keep the stone a secret.
You have to.
Yeah, very good. You have to. All right, Kelly, I want to see something about your hand and some steel here.
Yeah.
You was talking about now you only buy carbide tip hammers because you've had some steel break off and go into various parts of your body.
This one, see how it's pulling up? Yeah, I don't know if you can see very good, but it's how it's pulling. It's about the size of a pellet flew in my hand. I really need to get it out of there. I was thinking about coming to your house so we can get drunk together and turn my head so you can slice it. We'll pull it out of there. But I don't know. I don't think I've gotten brave enough for that yet.
Yeah, that'll take some tequila.
What really hurts bad is when I hit it on something. It still hurts. It hits that vein. But I had a piece of steel about 3 weeks ago fly in my hand here, and I went out to Lowe's, and a guy told me, he said, get you one of the magnets, pull it out of your finger. I went out there. I thought he was full of it, but I went out there and stuck a magnet to it and jerked that thing right out of my hand. It just jerked it like it was nothing. It was probably about the size of a BB. When it went out of my hand. But other than that, yeah, that steel, it can cause you to have some kind of blood disease or something, you know, the metal. But I don't know. This one's been in there probably right now, probably 4 or 5 years.
Wow. And I got, let's see, and this load of stone is going out to my place for a goat shelter, so I'll show some of that later on, get it up. And I got one more question for you. How many kids you got?
I have 4.
4. How many are boys?
3. I have... Go ahead.
Are they going to be the 5th generation stonemasons? Are you going to get them into stonework?
Well, I believe I'm going to have them try to go to the NFL or NBA. I don't know if I'd want them to do that or not. It's I want them to come out and work and know how hard it is to work, to make money and stuff. I started off when I was 19 years old with our dad had brain cancer, he had a brain tumor. But and other than that, I don't know what I would have been doing now, so I guess I had to kind of grow up quick. And Timmy and me both, and but the kids, Skylar's my oldest, is a daughter, and she's 15, and I've got a boy that's 13, Dakota, a boy that's 10, which is Trevor, and a boy that's 9, which is Logan. You see me having to think on their ages because there's so many of them.
Yeah, that's a lot of them.
So
your dog's pregnant with puppies. This is a fertile area.
It is. It is. It must be something in the water.
Yeah.
I think we get lonely, and so that's trying to produce some more offspring.
I gotcha. Well, let's haul this this rock out to my place. It's been always good seeing you guys. I miss stonework, and it's always nice to see you guys and see the rock.
Yeah, you need to come out and work with us.
Yeah.
We'd love to enjoy you. Always come out here. We always enjoyed you being around and doing things with you. So.
And speaking of you coming out and drinking with me, son, I'm not going to have to drink this evening. I'm already high from exhaust fumes.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't lying. I tell you what, I talk about this machine being expensive and the engine is shot, and I've been cutting with the engine for 2 years like that. And every time somebody comes up, they say, Kelly, thought you had that new engine. I said, well, I'm trying to make another million with it. So, but just keep on working and stuff. But you know, if anybody wants to see some of the stone work that we've did, you can look at a website, which is franciscostone.com.
franciscostone.com.
And look at that, and it's got the splitter, and it's got the stone work we did. Now, some of it I didn't do. I supplied some of the stone for some people, but a lot of it's our work that's on there, and some of it's other people's work too that I supplied the stone for. Okay. So, but take a chance, check that out, look at it, and see what you think.
Sounds good. Good talking with you.
Good talking to you too, Charles. I will be over there, and you have to get you a sharp knife.
Okay. and a bottle of tequila.
And a bottle of tequila. We're going to do this.
Okay.
Okay.
You think I did pretty good on it?
Let me.
Huh? Whoa!
Hang on.
Yeah, that's good, Kelly.
That's good.
That's a nice little rock too, man. They're nice ones. Yeah. I ain't been here forever. Been a long time. Nice bars of stone, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Funky ones here and there. But a lot of them are really. Where are you gonna put the stone at?
You're home, Stella. This is your new home. Yes. Yep, this is your new home. You're going to meet all the animals this evening. I think you have one that's already very curious. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. What do you think of that pig? You don't want anything to do with that, do you? All right, Stella, you ready? Let's show everybody our new invention. A walking the dog shot, so we call it. I'm gonna get you all ready. You ready? Here we go. Good. Very good. Come on. Come on, keep up with me. We're going to check out your new pig house. You ready? Here it is. Huh? What do you think of that? How about that? Yeah, come on, let's take a look.
When someone dies, open the window so the soul can fly away. Life is hard on the farm, but we're raising pigs. My brother smiled from across the table. His arm was in a cast. It was smashed by a Berkshire against the stall in the spring, but we're raising pigs. When someone dies, open the window so the soul can fly away. Life is hard on the farm, like I explained, my brother's arm, and we're raising pigs. I have to go from this song. It makes no sense, it's not that long, but we're raising pigs. Yes, we're raising pigs. When someone dies, open the window so the soul can fly away. Life is hard on the farm, but we're raising pigs. My brother smiled from across the table. His arm was in a cast. It was smashed by a Berkshire against the stall in the spring, but we're raising pigs. When someone dies, open the window so the soul can fly away. Life is hard on the farm, like I explained, my brother's arm, and we're raising I have to go from this song. It makes no sense, it's not that long, but we're raising pigs. Yes, we're raising pigs.
Stella is only about a week and a half. She's about a week and a half old, and I just picked her up. So this is her first day home. And I didn't have the camera out in time, but the reason the chickens are making all that noise, I'm trying to get her used to bottle feeding, but she's trying to nurse from a chicken. Oh me, that was funny. Too bad I didn't capture that moment. Maybe you'll do it again, huh? Yeah, you can't nurse from a chicken. Come on. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave you. I'm not gonna leave you.
The neighbors wonder why you got that big black eye, your arm in a sling and the bruises on your shoulder. But you look good in black and blue, and the way I chipped your tooth. Shut up now and go get me another beer. The shelter for battered women, it's getting damn near full, and your third cousin's sister accuses me of being quite cruel. But honey, you look good in black and blue, and the way I chipped your tooth. Shut up now and go get me another Miller. Listen to what I said.
Thursday, 1:10 p.m. Breaking news, Charles. Breaking news. I'm laying in the dentist chair, and the dentist I've been going to is standing over me. I have a cotton ball in my mouth, and he goes, this is going to be a strange question, Mr. Oliver, but were you in a movie, perhaps 2 or 3 movies? And I can't speak, so I go, mm-hmm. He goes, oh, I thought that was you. Yeah, I saw the movies you were in. I have them. And he pulled the cotton ball out, and I said, which movies did you watch? He goes, yeah, I saw Slaughter Clause. I have that at home. And I just recently watched Bros on Bikes. Just got that in. So yeah, there you go. I'm laying there with a cotton ball in my mouth, the man with a pair of pliers over me, and he's telling me that he watched Bros on Bikes and Slaughter Clause, and he liked both of them. It was an interesting day at dinner. Just wanted to let you know. Thank you for being a part of my life. Bye.
Alright, so now this is Roger Chitty.
How are you?
Buddy of mine, and you have come out with a Super 8?
This is a Super 8 Nikon R8 camera.
Wow.
It was top line model about 1982.
Now you had mentioned a few times previous, you said, yeah, I want to come out and shoot some film one evening, and I was like, is he serious? Do you really see, because people just don't shoot film anymore, and it's cool that you're still shooting Super 8. I don't run across anybody, maybe some of the colleges, that teach film, but what keeps you shooting Super 8?
Well, there's something about the color. Of course, there's a few people know about the joys of the little yellow boxes these days.
Ah, I remember those.
And there's nothing like the snapping the box open and popping the pressure seal and that great Kodak smell to it in color. And it's just something about the color. This is Ektachrome. They do not make Kodachrome anymore. But Ektachrome is very good.
And what's that, a 5-minute roll, right?
Well, at 24 frames a second, this lasts about 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
2 minutes, 35 seconds. And what does a roll like that cost nowadays?
It's approximately $12.
$12. And then what about the processing?
The processing is about $12 again.
12 again. And where do you send it to get it processed?
There are various labs in New York. I send them to Kansas, which is the one of the labs that also does Kodachrome still, but I send them to Kansas, and you can still get a lot of the great movie films, reversal films. If you want to have high resolution, you can still shoot a negative film and then make a print from that. So that's a lot of fun.
And then you got a projector, and
yes, I have a nice projector. But generally, you don't run the film through a projector anymore. You send it out to be telecinied, which is each frame is scanned, and it's 8 millimeters as good as 16 used to be.
Very good. Cool.
So it's quite amazing.
Well, what we could do is, when you get the film back, then I'll edit it into to this little interview. Yeah, and you wanted to film the goat, so I'll get a little bit of footage of you filming, and we can actually really call this filming the goats. So it's cool, beautiful camera.
Excellent. Thank you.
Is this you own any other film cameras? Or
no, this is just our Super 8 family Super 8 camera I've had for a while. Never shot 16.
Wow. Well, I have great admiration for you still shooting film. That's great. When you pulled up to the gate and I looked at you and I said, it's an honor to be shot on film. I truly meant that.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
It's
have fun.
Hobby. Thank you. Of course, you got to manually focus everything. All right. So on 24 frames per second, which gives the great look of film, the Super 8 cartridge gives you about 2 minutes 35 seconds worth of shots. At 18 frames a second, you get about 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So I like the 24. 18's okay for silent. And what we do, we're going to put that away, and we're going to take out a U-box. Put that there in the field. I'm going to snap the box open of our Exikrome 100 ASA film. This is reversal film. That's good resolution and good color. And you snap the pressure pouch, and you can see that the...
That would be reversal in comparison to color negative.
Right. Color negative has a higher resolution, which is a good. Movie film shot is a negative. You have to make a positive of that. But these days, the negative is actually scanned right into digital, so you never have to go to a print. So it's got a light-proof box, and pretty well. And the camera automatically reads the ASA if you change films. And these days, the resolution of a 400 ASA film is as good as the old 100 used to be. So this is the highest resolution reversal film. Just snap it, and away you go.
Very good.
Up on Saddleback Mountain, his pony blown and lame. An Indian warrior sings along. The Indian warrior just lost his last battle. His tribe and family moved on when the white man came to the San Antonio Valley. All his weapons were gone. And in the far distance, you could hear the bay of the wolf.
Cut.
Sound up.
Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to be sitting on my back porch with a cooler full of ice and beer, mainly beer, playing pinball. So stop on by Monday, 7:20 p.m. So Ed here, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I got your message. I'm flattered that you were that impressed with my cruddy little garage people. I never thought they were all that much. I think my only drag is that I'm a bit camera shy. I don't ever think I'm very good on film. I'm a little bit rough in person, much less on film. So I think that's my biggest drawback is just, you know, the whole camera shy thing. But I suppose we can make it work. We'll do something. And I only have 2 of the little fellas left. So there's 2 in New York and 2 or 3 in Arkansas, and I went to Florida, and then I don't even know where some of the others went.
I noticed these little guys.
Corn dogs for breakfast, tuna for supper, boredom at sundown, Pepsi with uppers. I broke my ankle, but it's gonna be all right. I'm fading.
So I called Ed the next day. I said, can I come back over and look at those little people? I was calling them Ed's heads. And came back over and got one. Ed, what made you start making these guys? We see that the body and the head is big timbers or logs?
Yeah, it was a log cabin. It was leftovers from building a log cabin.
Because all this is scrap material.
Yeah, it's all reclaimed garbage that other people would throw away.
Okay. You have a name for these creatures?
I don't know what else to call them.
Garage people.
Garage people.
Of course, it's cluttered and kind of helter-skelter, but I think that was a lot. That helps me work. I like helter-skelter, cluttered. So I just kind of hang out here and make these little guys when there's nothing to do.
That's the workbench right there.
That's it. Or, you know, I'll piddle on if I don't. I'll fix a motor or something if I'm bored.
Yeah, and I noticed, and we mentioned Birdhouse. Oh, there's your custom Harley. I'm surprised that one didn't hang in the Harley shop.
Actually had birds living in it this year inside the garage.
Okay.
They would fly in the little hole in the garage and they would go in their nest.
And I see, is that other garage person in the makings back there? Can that one?
He just hasn't been finished yet. He's a work in progress.
The others we were looking there had humongous ropes for arms and legs.
Then it was a climbing rope from school that they threw in the garbage. So I took it out of the garbage and turned it into arms and legs.
Very nice. Garage people. And a heavy use of recycling things. What is stuck in the chest of this guy?
Some washers and some keys.
Keys. There you go. Good. Well, thanks. Alright, Ed, here's the Wild West pinball machine, and I remember these. How's that, Gottlieb?
Gottlieb and Son and Company.
And this one, because the numbers rack along, not even digital. What year you think this baby was made?
This is a 1969 machine.
1969. Yeah. Ed, we're all going to wonder, where in the world did you get that?
I had an old motorcycle. It was a basket, which means it was in parts. It was a 61 Sprint, which is a little 350. So you can't really ride it. It was just a toy. And a fella kept trying to buy it. I never wanted to really sell it, cause a cute toy. So he offered a trade instead, and this trade.
Pinball machine.
Seemed like a fair trade to me.
Hey, good, and we do get to play a game here, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm going to game, and Ed, one more question. What do you feel is best motorcycle made? What is the #1 best all-around mechanically good riding motorcycle made?
Honestly, to be honest, Bob, I'm a Harley rider, but Honda makes the best.
Okay.
So.
Very good. Let's play a game. All right, this is my garage person, garage people. Ed let me take my choice, and this is the guy. He had Harley Davidson spark plugs for ears, so I like that. I'm a Harley guy myself. And so if you turn around here, on the back is the garage people wood burned in there. So I'm going to get Ed to sign mine here for me, that I'll have the authentic signature of the artist. Okay, so here we go. Excellent.
It's next to impossible to do anything in this outfit. Watch me try to pick up this book.
You've almost got it.
I can't get it.
Bend your knees.
It's contorting my butt.
That's so wrong on so many levels.
Okay, Cindy.
And guess what? I'm in your house somewhere.
Charlie Cullen played the guitar on the TV. Yeah, you can hear old Charlie pick the guitar and sing. Charlie Cullen is a dandy on TV.